You ever wonder why some of the smartest people working in the most successful companies just can't seem to get their best ideas off the ground? It's a huge puzzle, one that definitely keeps CEOs up at night. And today, we're going to unpack it.
In the business world today, things are moving so fast. Technology, competition, it's relentless. Standing still, that's basically the same as moving backward. Survival isn't just about being great at what you do today. It's all about being ready for what's coming next. And that's where this one powerful word comes in: innovation. Seriously, this isn't just some buzzword you throw around in a meeting. It is the absolute engine for survival and growth. It's what separates the leaders from the ones left in the dust.
So, when we talk about innovation, what do we actually mean? Let's break it down.
At its heart, innovation is pretty simple. It's about taking a cool idea and turning it into something real, something valuable. It's not just about having that aha moment, right? It's about all the hard work that comes after, turning that initial spark into something that actually helps people or makes things better.
Now, this is super important. Innovation isn't just one thing. On one hand, you've got product innovation. That's the sexy stuff, right? Creating the next new gadget, a brand new app. But just as crucial is process innovation. This is all about how you work. Can you do it faster, cheaper, smarter? You absolutely need both to win.
And check this out. Innovation isn't just some random stroke of lightning. It follows a pattern. It starts with preparation, where you really dig in and understand the problem. Then there's incubation. You kind of let it simmer in the back of your mind. That leads to the magic aha moment, illumination. But, and this is key, it doesn't end there. You have to verify it. You got to test it, tweak it, and prove that your brilliant idea actually works in the real world.
Okay, so we get what innovation is, but why does it matter so much? How does a good idea actually turn into a better business? Well, the benefits are huge. It's like a domino effect. When you innovate, you get more efficient, which naturally cuts your costs. It gives you an edge that your competitors just don't have. You make better stuff that customers love, and all of that, it flows right to the bottom line. More profit. It's a chain reaction that can totally transform a company. All right, enough with the theory. Let's see how this all plays out in the real world. We're going inside a massive global energy company. So back in 2013, a university study gave us this incredible insight look at Sonatrach, Algeria's state-owned energy giant. Researchers wanted to know, what's the climate for innovation like inside this huge, complex organization? It's the perfect test case. The researchers went in and surveyed 70 employees, from the top brass all the way to the frontline workers. And what they found is pretty surprising. But first, let's look at who these people actually were. First off, just look at the experience levels here. An incredible 60% of these folks had been with the company for more than 10 years. This is not a startup full of fresh-faced grads. This is a place built on decades of deep knowledge. And they're not just experienced, they're highly educated. Almost half the workforce holds a university degree. I mean, that is a ton of expertise, a massive amount of brain power just sitting there ready to be used. Okay, so let's just pause for a second. We've got a huge company. It's packed with experienced, highly educated people. On paper, this place should be an idea factory, an absolute powerhouse of innovation, right? Well, the survey told a very, very different story. And this is where things get really fascinating. This is where we see that giant gap between what could be happening and what is happening. So the researchers basically cut right to the chase. They asked a really simple but really powerful question. Hey, if you come up with a better way to do something around here, what happens? Wow, the answer is just stunning. 61% of employees flat out said no. No incentives for good ideas. Now think about that. If you believe your best thinking, your creativity will just be ignored, why would you even bother? This one chart points to a massive, massive roadblock. And it actually gets worse. When they asked about money for R&D, the fuel for new ideas, half the employees said the company just doesn't budget for it. You can have the best ideas in the world, but without resources, they're just ideas. The study's conclusion really hits the nail on the head. The researchers found a culture of top-down, centralized decision-making. This kind of rigid, bureaucratic structure is basically the enemy of creativity. It tells employees, hey, don't think for yourself, just wait for orders. And that just shuts the whole creative process down. So, We've seen the problem loud and clear. What's the solution? How can any company, anywhere, start to unlock the genius it already has, hiding in plain sight?
It all comes down to building the right culture. And look how these solutions map directly to the problems we just saw. That centralized decision-making, you fight that by giving people autonomy and opening up communication. Remember how 61% felt their ideas weren't recognized? Well, that's why you have to reward and celebrate new ideas. And that 50% who saw no R&D funding? That's your cue to make resources available. At the end of the day, a leader's job isn't to have all the ideas. It's to create a space where everyone's great ideas can come to life.
And that kind of leaves us with one final thought. Think about your own job, your own team. I guarantee you there are brilliant ideas sitting there right now, just waiting for the right environment to pop up. So, what's one idea that you could help unlock?